Instead of checking out a book in their library, students at Northern Virginia Community College in Alexandria, Virginia, could check out a person, a human book. Patricia Cooper describes this event called the Human Library.
The goal of the Human Library is to talk to people in your community who you may otherwise not speak to because you have your own prejudices or your own stigma, and hopefully to break down some of these barriers.
College official Najib Baha knows what it is like to try to break down barriers. Because he has fair skin and an Arabic name, people are often surprised to learn he is from Afghanistan. He says he has been detained in airports by security because he does not look like what people perceive as the typical Afghan.
My goal is to inform everybody the things that I've gone through and to focus on not just somebody's skin color or their name. You shouldn't judge people because they have a certain last name or they speak a language with an accent.
Student Angel Navia was enlightened by the conversation.
The struggles that just come from something simple, just a name or where you're from, and how that dictates some aspects of your life.
Student advisor Connie Robinson was another human book, sharing how she survived domestic abuse.
Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we deal with it.
She says a college education helped get her out of the situation so she could control her own destiny.
When I talk to students, I just want them to know that whatever they're going through, continue to strive for their education because it is so important.
Human Book Siem Siem, who is also a student at the college, describes what it felt like to live in a homeless shelter with his family at one point. Through the hardship, he discovered
that the quality of a person is so much more valuable than the quality of their possessions.
Some human books came from the local community. Artist Brian Daly spoke about his visits to 113 countries, where he asked the people he photographed for a one-word response to a series of other words, including love, freedom, and war.
The word war, in which in southern Africa it was considered justification, liberation, peace, whereas I went to Syrian refugee camps and talked to them, it was tears, hunger, fear, destruction.
Colleges around the world also host discussions like this as part of the Human Library Project, an international movement that challenges stereotypes and prejudices through dialogue. Deborah Block, VOA News, Alexandria, Virginia.